My name is Maria Castillon. I have been with CASA for about a year, a little bit over a year. I am the ears and the mouth of the judge outside the court and the voice inside the court for the children. I think one of the greatest things that CASA does for these children is to understand the situation where these children have been. You know, there has been neglect, there has been drugs, there have been no food, there's no cleanliness, there's no even little tender loving care. For these children, they don't have this. I mean, some of these children would not be able to speak. You know, they didn't want to say a word. They couldn't be held. They couldn't be, talked to because they were afraid. They were so, within themselves. It is good to see the changes of the children once they have taken away from that environment of abuse and neglect into something that is stable, that is good. The change that you see in the children is great. These children really, they are different, totally different persona. They are happy. You can see that they are happy where they are, that they are willing to learn. It is emotional, it is hard. It is so important for these children to have an advocate, to have somebody help them.
Jazz and I, we've been knowing each other for a long time. We're from the same neighborhood. We grew up, we went to the same elementary parkway.
As a kid, it felt great coming to the center because you knew you had a hot meal for sure. You knew you had a safe place where gangs couldn't come in and shoot up the place. You knew you had people just asking you, how was your day? How can I help you?
The center was a huge part of my life. It was a place where I felt I could go have fun and be safe.
I'm going to tell you a story about one of the boys who came to the centers playing basketball, playing flag football at the centers. He wound up going to Estacada High School, graduating from there. After that, he wound up going to college for about 2 years and had to come home because he had a child. He moved back to Lubbock and he was just down. He was at rock bottom. He didn't have a car, a license, a bank account. He didn't have anything. He was at his lowest point. But something in him told him to go back to the center. He came back to the center where he went as a kid and asked them were they hiring. Something about the executive director, she seen something in him and she wanted to give him a chance. And that guy is me. I'm just like one of those kids that's at the center right now as we speak, not knowing where they're gonna get their next meal from, not knowing how am I gonna get home, not knowing am I gonna have clean clothes to put on. But I really didn't look at it as a job. I just looked at it as helping people out, giving back kind of what someone gave to me.
Not growing up with a father figure and having mentors and role models made me more determined to become a role model for young men and young women who come from the same place that I've come from.
I knew he was a hard worker and he was very passionate about working with kids.
When Jazz came to me with the position as the sports coordinator for Parkway, it was a perfect fit because I had a passion for kids and a passion for sports that was unmatched. So it was a perfect fit for me to be a part of the Parkway team. Us being male role models is not only to teach our young men to be men, but also to teach all young people that you can do anything, and having that support and guidance from people like myself and Jazz. When we have an impact on the kid's life, you see it in the way they smile, the way they talk to you, the way they open up, and it just feels wonderful. We can't have all the kids all the time, so when we do have them, we make sure that they're safe and they're loved.
If it wasn't for Guadalupe Parkway and the United Way, who knows where I would be. I really don't know where I would be.
You can be the change in the Lubbock community. Your gift to Lubbock Area United Way creates real and lasting change. Don't just talk about changing the world, make it happen. Give today, change tomorrow.